What's up, Dragon Ballers? My name is Jeff from DBSCCG Life, and I am back again with you with another deck profile. This time we're going to be discussing Son Goku, the yellow Goku from the Set 22 booster. This card is amazing. I really like it. I really enjoy playing this deck. This deck's super fun. It can swarm the board. I mean, it is absolutely insane. So this leader, what makes him so good is that you can look up to the top 5 cards from the top of your deck, add up to one Son Goku Childhood or Earthling card, both yellow and with energy cost of 4 or less to your hand, and shuffle your deck. So like I said, he's really good, and he doesn't have to attack to draw. So I'm really happy with this leader. I think they did a great job. Awaken if your life is at 6 or less, and you have a yellow skillless battle card in your drop. Draw 2 cards, and your originally skillless battle cards can't gain skills for the game. So basically that means they can't gain blocker, they can't gain double strike, any kind of skill like that, they're not able to gain it. So anyway, let's flip over to the back side. We have Son Goku in Corn, Martial Discipline. It says permanent. During your opponent's turn, reduce the skill cost of Grandpa's Heirloom, the 4-star ball. Activate main and battle in your hand by 1. Now that's during your opponent's turn, not during your turn, but we will get into that later of how amazing that skill is. And you will find out as I read the rest of this leader skill to you. So it says permanent. You can use yellow originally skillless battle cards in rest mode in a combo. So normally, of course, for the new players, you know you cannot combo with battle cards unless they're in active mode. However, this one lets them do it in rest mode. So that's pretty good in itself. Then it says auto once per turn. When you play a yellow originally skillless battle card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards or unisons and negate its skills for the turn. Additionally, if it is your turn, draw a card. So basically, you don't get to draw a card on your opponent's turn, unfortunately, but that's okay because, I mean, you're able to negate one of their skills for free, essentially. And you get to get a battle card out for free. So that is pretty dang good in itself. Alright, so let's move on to the actual deck. So we're playing 7 of Grandpa's Heirloom, the 4-star ball. It's a lot to fit on one little screen. So it says permanent. This card gains Dragon Ball in all areas. Now, if you're new to the game, any card that has the Dragon Ball keyword skill or gains that keyword skill means that you can run up to 7 in your deck. And we are maxing this out because it is a very, very good card. So it says activate main / battle. Limit 1 for 1 yellow. If your leader is a non-grade 8 Son Goku Childhood card or Shenron card, play up to 1 yellow skillless battle card with an energy cost less than or equal to your energy from your deck or drop. If you looked through your deck, shuffle your deck. So basically you can get any skillless battle card from your deck or your drop. Very good card. I really enjoy that skill. It's helped me win so many games. So it says activate main, limit 1. You can if you discard one of your skillless battle cards from your hand, draw 2 cards, and you can't send battle cards from your drop to your warp for the game. Okay, so that shuts down your Overrealm effects. You're not able to play any Overrealm cards in this deck, but that's okay. I mean, you get to draw 2 cards by discarding 1 useless skillless battle card in your hand, so that's not bad at all, and you can recover it with its first effect. So anyway, let's move on. Next we are playing 4 Bora, our 2 cost 20k skillless. So basically this card is one of the hearts of your deck. This card dies a lot, but for good reason. We kill it with another card that we run in the Z deck. This deck could not be run without this card. And then we run 2 Mercenary Towels. That's our 3-drop 30k. This is a great beater if you get it on board. A lot of people can't get over this. A lot of people will decide to take it. So I enjoy this card. Next we run 2 Upas. So the Upa is not that important to the deck. However, you want to run it because it gives you another skill list for your Dragon Ball effects. So other than that, I mean, it's good for a combo. Other than that, it's really not that great. But we still run it because it's a skillless deck. So why not? And goes with the theme. And it's a very good Dragon Ball target to discard and draw to. So we're then running 4 copies of Goku, Son Goku Days of Adventure. It's a very good card. It says permanent: if you have 4 or more Dragon Ball cards in your drop, this card gains dual attack. It says auto: when this card is played, add up to 1 Dragon Ball from your deck to your hand, then shuffle your deck. So it helps you get your Dragon Ball chain going, your Dragon Ball engine going, if you will. It says activate main, limit 1 for 1 yellow if your leader is a yellow non-grade ape Son Goku childhood card and you have a yellow originally skillless battle card with an energy cost of 2 or more in play. Play this card from your hand, add up to 1 card in your life to your hand. So this is one of the cards that you want a hard mulligan for. At the beginning of the game, it can help you self-awaken by turn 2. And we will show you the other cards that you have to hard mulligan for too to have a good beginning game. So we run 3 Mercenary Tau and Assassin to Overcome. So I've seen people run this at 4. I personally like it at 3. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I may bump it up to 4, but I may keep it at 3. I'm not sure yet. But it says, when this card is played, add up to 1 Dragon Ball from your drop to your hand. So it can help you recycle your Dragon Balls from your drop to your hand so you can use them again. Then choose up to 1 of your opponent's skillless battle cards and KO it. So how do I know my opponent will have a skillless battle card in play? That doesn't make any sense. Well, yes, it does when you have your leader here who can make a battle card a skillless battle card when a skillless battle card enters your side of the field. So I know that was a mouthful, sorry. But yeah, very good card. Very good card. So it says activate main, limit 1 for 1 yellow if your leader is a yellow non-grade ape Son Goku childhood and you have a yellow originally skillless battle card with an energy cost of 2 or more in play. Play this card from your hand and add up to 1 card in your life to your hand. So this right here can help you self-awaken as well. A lot of times, you're not adding a life unless you're at 5 life or something and you want your super combos to be online. But still a very good card. It can KO your opponent's stuff after you've negated their skills with your leader. So next we're running 2 copies of Korin Legendary Hermit Cat. So I really thought about bumping this up to 4, but I'm having trouble finding the room. So it has blocker, it has 5k power. It says auto: when your life is at 4 or less, when this card is played, choose up to 1 of your leader cards and it gets plus 5k power for the turn. So a Senzu-esque effect. Activate battle, limit 1 for 1 yellow if your leader is a yellow Korin card and you add 1 yellow skillless battle card from your drop to your hand. Play this card from your hand. Okay, so you do have a Korin leader because it is Son Goku and Korin, so that does count. Okay, moving on. We are playing 4 copies of Son Goku Duel with an Assassin. This card is very good. I run 4 and I will never go down on these copies because it has helped me close out so many games. It is ridiculous. So it has dual attack, and when this card is played, add up to 1 Grandpa's Heirloom 4-star ball from your drop to your hand. Choose up to 2 total of your opponent's battle cards or unisons, ignoring barrier, and switch them to rest mode and negate their skills for the battle. So very good effect. Amazing effect, actually. So you can recycle your Dragon Balls and you can make 2 skillless battle cards in your opponent's side of the field. So amazing effect. Activate main, limit 1 for the energy cost of 2. Any generic 2. If you have an originally skillless battle card with energy cost of 3 in play, namely your skillless mercenary tile, play this card from your hand. So you can play it for 2, or there's also a card in our Z deck which allows us to play it for free, which we will go over that in a second. So then we run 2 Son Goku, the Path to Power. So this card is really, really dumb. So it has unique, so of course you can only run 1 on the field at a time. Double strike as well. It says auto, when this card attacks, play up to 1 skillless battle card with an energy cost of 2 or less from your drop area, and it gets plus 5k power for the turn. So if you wanted to bring back your Bora from your drop, you have a 2 cost 25k attacker. Nothing wrong with that at all. And then activate main for 2 generic energy. If your leader card is a Saiyan card and your opponent has 2 or more energy and you have 2 or more skillless battle cards in your drop area, play this card from your hand. So you get to play a big 25k 2-drop double strike card from your hand, or a 5-drop double strike card from your hand for only 2 energy, which is ridiculous. And he can reanimate things. So let's move on to the next card. Now this is one card you want to hard mulligan for. You want to see this card in your opening hand. You have Upa, Father, Revived. It says auto limit 1. If your leader is a yellow non-Great Ape Son Goku childhood card, when this card is played, send up to 1 yellow Bora from your deck to your warp and shuffle your deck. And at the start of your next turn, play that card from your warp in rest mode. Alright, so I need to explain something because a lot of people seem very confused by this. Let me find the Bora. Okay, so when Bora's in your warp, alright, and the start of your next turn, he comes out in rest mode. Then your charge phase hits, or then your untap phase hits, and you untap him, or you switch into active mode. Sorry, I used to be a Magic player, so yeah, tap untap, that's just an old habit. But because at your start of your next turn, it is before the phase where you switch cards to active mode. So you switch into active mode. At least that's the way I understand it. If a judge or anybody is watching to tell me any differently, that would be great, but that's how I perceive that it works, because technically the active phase, the switch to active mode phase starts after your start of turn. Anyway, let's move on. We play 4 Mecha Frieza Robotic Riposte. This card is busted. It is absolutely stupid. It costs 3. It says counterattack, negate the attack, then play this card. Permanent, if your leader is yellow and your opponent has 2 or more energy, reduce the cost of this card in your hand by 1 for each yellow extra card in your energy and drop area. If you have 3 Dragon Balls in your drop area, he costs nothing. It is wild. It says auto, when this card is played from your hand, each time your opponent would attack with a non-unison card this turn, they must choose one of their cards in active mode and switch it to rest mode. Alright? And then activate main for 2 yellow. Choose up to 1 Frieza card with an energy cost of 4 and Mecha in its card name, and play this card on top of it. But you're never really going to use the activate main. You know, you're more worried about, you know, being able to stop your opponent from attacking. So let's move on to the next one. This card kind of goes with that. We're playing 2 Vegetos, SS Vegeto Overwhelming Might. So this card's very good as well. It has blocker and it has counter play. So counter play is when they play something and you respond to it by doing this. So counter play this card. Permanent, during your opponent's turn, while your leader is yellow, your opponent has 2 or more energy, and you have 2 or more Z energy, reduce the cost of this card in your hand by 7. So normally it costs 8. If all those conditions are met, it'll cost 1. Says auto, when this card is played from your hand, your opponent can't attack with non-leader cards unless they choose one of their active mode cards and switch it to rest mode each time. And at the end of the turn, send this card to its owner's warp. Additionally, if your leader is a Z leader, or if you have a yellow Z battle card in play, your leader gains the following skill for the turn. Permanent, negate all your opponent's strike skills for the turn. So of course that means double strike, triple strike, you negate all those skills. So very good card. It doesn't matter that you don't have a Z leader, but you do run Z battle cards. So this card is extremely good and pairs well with the Frieza. So next we're running 1 copy of Swift Retaliation Cooler. I know it costs 3, it's a little expensive, but it's also a counter. So your opponent plays a counterattack, you play this from your hand and counter it. Counter the counter, basically. So it says counter. If your leader card is yellow, negate the counter and play this card. Auto, when you play this card, draw 1 card, and if you have 6 or more cards in rest mode, draw 1 more card. So that second effect is very good because you can net 2 cards very easily in this deck. And of course your rest cards count your energy, your battle cards, your leader. I mean, it is ridiculous. You're able to net 2 cards off of 3 energy. It's not too bad for a counter. And next, speaking of drawing 2 cards, we're playing 4 of the Krillin Moments Before Comeback Super Combo. These super combos are amazing. I explained it in my last video that I really love them. You basically take a card, put it on the bottom of your deck, and draw 2 cards. So those super combos are very good. If you don't have them, I suggest you get them for sure. And then we're playing 2 copies of Frieza Army Reinforcements. It's a token negate. I'm sure a lot of you know about this card. If you don't, it says counterattack. If your leader card is mono yellow, negate the attack and play 1 Frieza's Army token with 10,000 power, and it gains blocker for the turn. So it essentially negates the attack and gives you a free blocker to stop another attack. Permanent, if your life is at 5 or less, you can activate this card's counter skill from your hand by adding 1 card from your life to your hand instead of paying its cost. So it's a very good card. You're at 5 life, take a life, activate it for free, and you get access to your super combos. It's a very good card. Next we're playing 2 copies of Time Magic. Time Magic is a very, very good card. It is a counterattack. It says if your leader card is yellow, negate the attack, then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards in active mode, ignoring barrier, and switch it to rest mode. It can't switch to active mode until the start of your next turn. If you're playing against Dr. Hedo and they attack with your Red Gamma, okay, you activate this, switch your Gamma 2 to attack mode, and you negate the attack from Gamma 1, and then when Gamma 1 restands, Gamma 2 cannot restand because it cannot be switched back to active mode until the start of your next turn. It is very stupid against decks like that, and that is why I run 2 of them. Then I'm playing 2 copies of Tyrannical Blow. It says counterplay if your leader card is yellow. If the battle card being played has an energy cost of 3 or less, it is played with its skills negated for the turn. Choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards or unison cards and negate its skills for the turn. So this card is very good because it can negate 2 cards' skills. I really like it. Glad I included it. Next we're running 1 copy of The Power of a Super Saiyan. I would run a lot more of these, but unfortunately the card is limited to 1, so we're only running 1. It says counterattack, negate the attack, and permanent. If you have 1 or more mono yellow energy in active mode, you can activate this card's activate battle skill from your hand without paying its cost. Activate battle. If your leader card is mono yellow, draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards or unison cards and switch it to rest mode. You can't activate the activate battle skill of the copies of this card for the turn. So this card's very good. It can save your butt. It can negate an attack or switch a card to rest mode. It is very, very good. I enjoy this card. Lastly, our secret rare, We are playing You Are Number One. So I just got this card in. I've been playing with it. It's very good. I am very happy that I have it. It costs 3. It has Ultimate, which means you can only run one card with Ultimate in your deck. So for the new players out there, I explained that. Then it has Activate Main / Battle. If your leader is a Saiyan or an Earthling card, both mono yellow, and your opponent has 3 or more energy, choose up to one of your opponent's cards, ignoring barrier, switch it to rest mode. Play up to 1 yellow Son Goku card from your deck, hand or drop, and shuffle your deck if you look through it. And for the turn, the played card gets plus 10,000 power, triple strike, and dual attack, and can't be removed from your battle area by skills. So this card is busted. So you can go for your yellow 5-drop Goku, and along with its dual attack, it also gains triple strike. It is absolutely stupid. So now on to the Z deck. And I will say my Z deck is kind of shaky. I am still waiting on some cards to come in the mail, which hopefully they will be there soon. I am playing 2 copies of Goku's Kamehameha, which I would be playing 0. Not that this card's not good, it just doesn't do what I want this deck to do. But I'm soon to be getting other cards in the mail. But that's 2 cards right there. I'm not even going to bother explaining it because I'm not going to continue running this card. So then I run 2 Korin, Teacher of Fighting. Love this card. This card has Deflect, but it also has Unique, so you can only have one on the battle area at a time, which would be dumb if you could have more than one, but that's neither here nor there. So it has Permanent. If your leader is a yellow Korin card and you have a yellow originally skillless battle card in play, this card and yellow non-Great Ape Son Goku childhood cards with an energy cost of 5 or more gets 10,000 power. Auto, if your leader is a yellow Korin and your opponent has 3 or more energy, when this card is played, play up to 1 yellow non-Great Ape Son Goku childhood card with an energy cost of 5 from your hand. So essentially you can get your 5-drop yellow Goku character out for free. So that's nothing to be taken lightly. Then we run 2 of the Mercenary Cool Extortion. This card is so good. I cannot tell you how good this card is. I'll just have to read it to you. So it says, Permanent, if your leader is a yellow non-Great Ape Son Goku childhood card and you have a yellow originally skillless battle card with an energy cost of 2 or more in play, reduce the energy cost and Z energy cost of this card in your Z deck by 1. It says auto limit 1. If you place 2 cards from your hand at the bottom of your deck and KO one of your yellow Bora cards, when this card is played, add up to a total of 3 Dragon Balls from your deck or drop to your hand. And if you look through your deck, shuffle your deck. So this card can add you 3 Dragon Balls to your hand. It's a very good card. I could not see running this deck without it. And last but definitely not least, we run SS3 Vegeta, Terrifying Agent of Destruction. This card is stupid. It has 20k attack and dual attack, and it says auto, when this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and KO them. Additionally, when you use this skill to KO a battle card in rest mode, this card gains critical for the turn. So this card is absolutely stupid. So bring it out, KO one of your opponent's cards in rest mode, and it gets critical. I mean, so you've got a dual attacking 20k critical attacking your opponent. So this card's absolutely dumb. Anyway, guys, that's it for the deck profile. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit that like bell, and enable notifications so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.